There comes a point when you stop feeling part of the world around you. You can sit in a room full of people and still feel distant. Conversations continue, laughter happens, life moves forward, yet something inside you remains untouched. You are present, but not connected. This feeling is not loud. It doesn't panic. It doesn't beg for attention. It's quiet, persistent, and deeply uncomfortable. Most people interpret this as loneliness. Some call it depression. Others assume something is wrong with them. But Stoicism offers a different explanation. If you feel disconnected from everyone, it is not because you are broken. It is because something in you has changed. This disconnection is not a failure of your character. It is a consequence of clarity. Stoicism teaches that as perception sharpens, illusion dissolves. And when illusion dissolves, comfort disappears. You are being pulled inward. Not to isolate you, but to refine you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This is often misunderstood. Marcus was not encouraging escape from society. He was explaining a psychological reality. As inner order increases, external noise becomes harder to tolerate. Disconnection begins when your internal standards rise faster than your environment. This is where your experience truly starts. You are being pulled inward. Not to isolate you, but to refine you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This is often misunderstood. Marcus was not encouraging escape from society. He was explaining a psychological reality. As inner order increases, external noise becomes harder to tolerate. Disconnection begins when your internal standards rise faster than your environment. This is where your experience truly starts. Why disconnection feels so personal. Human connection is usually built on shared illusions, shared complaints, shared desires, shared fears, shared avoidance of silence. When you begin to see through these patterns, something subtle happens. You stop reacting automatically. You stop oversharing. You stop seeking validation. And without realizing it, you remove yourself from the emotional economy most people live in. This is not arrogance. It is alignment. But the cost is real. Because when you no longer participate in illusion, you no longer feel the same pull toward people who depend on it. You don't hate them. You don't judge them. You simply don't resonate. This is where the disconnection starts. Stoicism and the loss of superficial bonds. Stoicism strips life down to essentials. What can you control? What can you not? What deserves attention? What does not? Most social interaction does not survive this filter. Small talk begins to feel hollow. Drama feels unnecessary. Complaining feels repetitive. You start listening more than speaking. The moment you stop explaining yourself. One of the clearest signs of Stoic development is the disappearance of explanation. You no longer feel compelled to justify why you think differently, why you prefer solitude, why you don't react the way others do. Epictetus warned, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Disconnection deepens when you accept being misunderstood, not because you want to be distant, but because you no longer trade inner peace for social approval. This is where many people panic. They think something is wrong. Stoics understand something else is happening. Why emotional maturity creates distance. Most relationships operate on emotional exchange, reaction, reassurance, validation, stimulation. When you become emotionally regulated, you interrupt this system. You don't escalate. You don't mirror chaos. You don't feed drama. You are no longer seeking to be understood. This is critical. At a certain stage, you stop needing people to understand you. Not because you don't value connection, but because your identity is no longer built through reflection. You know who you are. You know what you value. You know where you are going. Stoicism teaches self-sufficiency of judgment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others." When you reverse this, when your internal compass becomes primary, external connection changes form. It becomes rarer, deeper, quieter, and until you find those few aligned minds, disconnection fills the space. The role of solitude in Stoic growth. Stoics never feared solitude. They feared unconscious living. Solitude reveals your true thoughts, your unresolved fears, your discipline gaps. Most people avoid it. You no longer can. As your tolerance for solitude increases, your dependence on constant connection decreases. This shift is destabilizing at first. You begin to notice. You don't miss people the same way. You don't crave attention. You don't feel urgency to socialize. This does not mean you are becoming detached from humanity. It means you are becoming anchored within yourself. Why you feel ahead but alone. Growth is asymmetrical. When you change internally, the world does not immediately match you. You are mentally in a different season. Different priorities. Different pace. Different tolerance. You start asking deeper questions while others remain surface level. This creates a gap. Not everyone will cross it. Stoicism teaches acceptance here, not resentment. You are not meant to drag others forward. You are meant to walk your path clearly. The Stoic view of belonging. Stoics did not seek belonging through similarity. They sought alignment through virtue. This is rare. That is why true connection feels scarce. Most people connect through emotion. Stoics connect through principle. This takes time. Until then, disconnection is the space where discipline is forged. The danger of mislabeling this state. Modern language is quick to diagnose. Lonely. Detached. Withdrawn. Stoicism offers a corrective lens. Ask yourself, are you suffering, or are you simply no longer distracted? Are you disconnected, or are you no longer dependent? Are you isolated, or are you becoming self-contained? These distinctions matter. Because one path leads to decay. The other leads to strength. What Stoicism expects of you now? Stoicism does not encourage permanent withdrawal. It encourages selective engagement. You are expected to maintain virtue, act with justice, remain calm, contribute without attachment. Disconnection is a phase, not a destination. It is the quiet space where values harden. Practical Stoic discipline. Do not rush to reconnect. Instead, do this. Spend time each day in deliberate silence. No stimulation. No explanation. No performance. Observe. What thoughts arise? What discomfort remains? What clarity forms? Then engage with the world without forcing closeness. Let alignment happen naturally. Stoicism teaches patience, not pursuit. You are not disconnected from everyone. You are disconnected from who you used to be. And until others meet you at this level of clarity, solitude will remain your training ground.